Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So pretty much a range day yesterday, typical for a Monday, but what we do want to do is we want to pay attention to this zone here, and that is 4052, and then the other area you need to pay attention to obviously is a break above. You can see the structure here, you can see how we flirted with it there, and we've touched it again. So that's a zone we're in at the moment, so it's almost a range. Oscillators are grouped to the upside with a bit of divergence here, so it does look like you should expect some kind of a pullback to the downside. And I'm just going to put two more levels in here, and they are these two tails here. So that's the area of support. So I was looking for that yesterday. We didn't quite get it yesterday, but we did run a bit. If you look at the 3 hour, we've got a bit of a rejection bar here with follow through. So, if we were below the moving averages, that would be a perfect signal for a short. But at the moment, that looks to me more likely of either a bit more of a range, or alternatively, what we're looking for is a pullback onto structure, and this is the area that I would be very interested in. Oscillators are starting to agree with that scenario at the moment. So you would be wise to be paying attention to oscillators on the lower time frames at the moment. Right, so let's just run through yesterday. We had a bit of a flag break. We had a pretty strong move, and then we had this, we stalled a bit and then came back down onto structure. So for me, could be a situation of a sort of a cup and handle forming, but then obviously we need to drop below the low of yesterday, and then I would expect us to be held up in this area. So for now, looking at the hour, we've got a nice little crossover brewing here on the oscillators. This is an area of support that I'd be paying attention to, but from the 15-minute perspective, this level is also very important. And I'm just going to adjust it slightly because I'm going to bring it up onto this area here. Now, futures markets, not to worry, that would have closed. Okay, so just get rid of that. Normally, if we stay above where the previous day closed, or the previous week closed, it's obviously a weekly gap on the real market, should we say, not the futures market, but the actual stock market. So typically it comes back to close that, and that's exactly what happened here. Now, there are gaps to the downside. We spoke about them yesterday, but for as long as we're above this 155 on the 15-minute, trend is up. So this is the one area I'm looking at, is 40.50. So get a retest onto that this morning, probably a very good opportunity to get long. And what you'd want to do is get yourself in above the structure, in other words, above an inside bar, engulfing bar, or a pin bar, so long as that is on this level, and you are aiming for yesterday's high. Well, not quite, you can see how we just missed it. So you're looking for this 40.80 area. Break through that, then it's 4100 that you're aiming for. So this is the area for me. If you do get some chaos, in other words, moves to the downside, then I would expect something like this. I just want to see if this measures out. Okay, so could also be something like that. So in other words, that would bring this area into play. So what I'm meaning is this could be a bit of a flag, strong move down, bit of a flag, break this structure to the downside. So another thing that you can do there is just keep that in. That'll tell you when you break it. If you do break it, then you could see a move down at this area, which would also get me excited, which is 40.29 and 40.21 area. That would also be an area to buy. But personally, I have a feeling that this is what's going to hold today, is 40.50. We did close below it yesterday, so I would expect us to come back and test this area, being a round number, so that's the area I'd be paying attention to. And then the other thing is just on the hour again, decent crossover, we're staying above it. To me, this is the confirmation that we've been waiting for a potential trend reversal. What we're waiting for now is a 3 hour, just to 3 hour and the 8 hour to follow suit. But as it stands now, either sideways or a bit of a deeper pullback on the 3 hour for an opportunity to buy. So you can see 3 hour structure down here, and then if you get to the intraday perspective, this is the base that you're looking for. Trend is up, it's been up all day above the moving averages, so that's kind of what you're looking for. Anyway, that's kind of my view this morning. Definitely looking like an opportunity to the upside. Nothing really else to add to that except that you do have a double bottom here on the higher time frames, and that double bottom is there. So obviously you want to retest that break, which is this area here. So that's why the higher time frames is giving you a target of that, and then that is going to take you all the way up to roughly 41.18, 41. I'll start with 4100, then 41.18 would be your targets. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.